Okay, so the fastest and safest way to do this is to obviously need your electric abrasive. And you can get a bunch of different RNG, but you are going to have to parry a few times. What's really important though is you start like this. You want to run diagonally, make sure you run behind the second pillar. And as soon as he starts moving quickly, that's when you want to use your abrasive. Now, if he charges, you want to come here, do an R2, wait for his next attack. Heavy parry, charge attack. Wait for his next attack. Okay, this is actually good. Since he's up against the wall, you always want to dodge that and wait for the last part of it. One more charge attack. Then you use your fable, riposte, and running R2, charge attack, spin. So he's not always going to run away there at the end either, so you can't always spin. Sometimes you do have to wait a second to make sure he's not going to attack you. But that works every single time. It is completely and totally consistent. The reason that we run to where we run is because, like he charged us there, he runs into the wall and then he can't charge you again. So you always want him to start with the charge, actually. And him running through the pillar is kind of like a good sign for when to parry. Let's do it again. But yeah, there's a lot of different RNG that you can get, but this script never fails. And the reason you do the running R2, the charged attack, and before the spin, ideally, at the end, is because that will stagger him out of running away. So if he starts running away at the end, that's also good. You kind of want him to charge a lot in this hitless speedrun script. So hopefully he gives us some different RNG this time. But yeah, you want to run over here and almost like line up with the pillars, because hopefully he doesn't charge me. Nice, okay. We're gonna start with this. I'm gonna do it regular. So ideally, I wanted him to charge me there so I could show you that you can back up once. Oh, I didn't mean to use that fable catalyst. Whatever. You can back up once, and that's what makes it okay if he charges you there, because you have plenty of wiggle room. Hopefully we can get him to do it real fast. Probably don't need that second fight. I don't know, the spin is good to parry, but it's hard. I wouldn't recommend it for hitless. Okay. So the reason we run diagonal when we get in there, just straight to behind the second pillar, is because if he charges, we want him to run into the wall. So we want to go to behind the last pillar there, so that when he runs into it, I'm not sure why, that usually, if not every single time, I don't think I've ever had him charge me after doing that, but you do have to parry a few more times than some other hitless scripts I know. But this is the fastest hitless method that I found. Things like the triple spin, I usually wouldn't parry it like I did there though. So run behind this pillar. As soon as he moves, you want to use the electric abrasive. Regular R2. Nice. Okay, see, because you get to back up and then you instantly do it. That's why you want this positioning here. So again, if he ever does this at the wall, you want to make sure you do not parry that. Very important. And then after the riposte, you want to do running R2, charged R2, and then he's running away, so we do the spin. Ta-da!